Star Wars Skeleton Crew's first few episodes have taken the main cast to some of the shadiest places in the galaxy so far, introducing us to the city pirate hangouts and an all-about but abundant lunar outpost. By episode 4 of John Watts and the Christopher Ford series takes the cake for most disturbing setting after jumping into the hyperspace at the end of the episode 3. This week's episode sees Fern and her crew explore another of the old Republic's lost planets. When they mistakenly land on At Achrann, a desolate mirror image of the children's glittering home planet. At Achrann, barren landscapes at first appear deserted, but it doesn't take long for the truth to be revealed in what quickly becomes darkest arc in the skeleton to date. The storyline for Skeleton Crew's most recent episode, Can't Say I Remember No at Attin, begins innocently enough with a familiar promise for Star Wars fans. As soon as the children realize they have crashed on an unfamiliar planet, they set out to investigate their ominous surroundings in order to find a new way home. Fern and her friends are soon treated to a rude awakening. However, when they stumble into the conflict between At Achrann's two varying factions, the Troik and the Hattan, taken to the leader of the former Captain Strix, the main cast is then pulled into a recent dispute over stolen livestock, with the children's role in a subsequent raid against the Hattan, quickly demonstrating just how dangerous it is to be a child on Star Wars' newest war-torn planet. From the moment Strix's daughter Hayna takes the children of the Skeleton Crew into custody, it is clear that At Achrann's ongoing conflict is brutal. But the true scale of the children's involvement in the planet's cycle of violence is what makes Skeleton Crew's latest episode so horrifying. When Fern and her friends are first brought before Strix, the latter makes a point to be mentioned that children are treated as adults on At Achrann, and while this sentiment immediately appeals to characters like Vim, who romanticizes the historical struggle between groups like the Sith and the Jedi, episode 4 quickly demonstrates the harmful effects of At Achrann's violence on its young combatants. In particular, the conflict between the Troik and Hattan is particularly hard on Hayna and Fern. Hayna's absolutely adorable scenes with Neil give us a glimpse at the longing the younger has for the peaceful life he describes, but Hayna's own responsibilities for her father's crusade keep her tethered to a place that threatens to destroy her. Likewise, episode 4's ending provides us with the first time Fern lowers her confident facade, with Skeleton Crew's captain breaking down in tears to Vim after confessing she feels guilty about almost getting them killed in the Hattan raid. This scene not only demonstrates just how devastating the experience of war can be on a young mind, but it also underscores the intimate trauma of the At Achrann storyline. The treatment of children on At Achrann also connects directly to the larger Star Wars universe, with Skeleton Crew's most recent episode highlighting the galaxy's long history with child soldiers. Recent Star Wars projects make it easy to dissect the galaxy's many story and childhoods, with the Clone Wars era flashback in Ahsoka, demonstrating just how young the children and the character was when she was thrust into the Republic's final war. Yet Anakin's Hattan apprentice is far from the only one forced to exchange adolescence for violence. For more recent additions to the canon like Grogu to staples of the franchise like Anakin and Luke Skywalker, Star Wars has long been defined by children whose lives were opened and upended by long ruining galactic tragedies. Star Wars has been defined by children whose lives were abandoned by long ruining galactic tragedies. What makes Skeleton Crew's later episode feel so different is the main cast's unique perspective on At Achrann's situation. Having been born neither to the Empire nor the waning days of the Republic, neither Vim, Neil, nor Fern are accustomed to the kind of a conflict that has been familiar to audiences. Between sneaking in subtle Easter eggs and giving Jude Law some surprising character development, Skeleton Crew episode 4 therefore reminds us of just how jarring it should be for a child to suddenly wander into a battlefield, simultaneously demonstrating the darkness of At Achrann and reminding us that this fun series will take place in a galaxy divided by war.